In March, so our downstairs is finished, and our upstairs, Tim's part of the upstairs over the kennel is almost completely finished. It needs baseboards and window trim, but that's it, and a closet door. Helicopter overhead. But the rest of the upstairs hasn't even been framed in. It is. And so we've just been piling stuff up there. It's, I don't know, maybe that could have a spiritual application. Empty rooms, piling, right? Piling stuff. We're just piling stuff. Sorry, let me get this right. So, in March, I was just up there praying, am I ever going to get my upstairs finished? There's going to be 2 bedrooms, a master bedroom, although it doesn't open to the bathroom. And then I had the bathroom, I have an antique tub, a big antique tub, and it's going to have a walk-in shower, and then it's going to have a kitchenette on the outside of the bathroom, like right when you walk through one of these doors. Anyway, I know in my mind what I want it to look like, and that is your first step, right? So this is, I was praying about it, and this is what the Lord said. If you will come up here and declare and decree for 30 straight days everything that you want done. So I imagine the floor. I imagine the white baseboards. I imagine the white trim on the windows. Because now it's got... it's called great stuff if you buy it by the can, but we had it all insulated, and so now it's just this foam insulation. It's all you see against the metal, and it's a red metal building, so the red metal. And I know to most people who live in fine fancy houses of brick that are metal buildings, but it doesn't matter. It's my home, and I'm very blessed to live there. It's warm in the winter and cool in the summer. And hey, I lived in the milk barn for 3 years without a bathroom. I had a Johnny on the spot outside. So praise God, I am blessed. And I just live with the realization that heaven is my real home, right? So anyway, fast forward, it's June. So I'm not sure I did my 30-day straight, because like at the end of March we were traveling, and actually at the very end of March, it was April. At the end of March I was in Nebraska, and the end of April, or in the middle of April, we were in Las Vegas with friends, and then I had the dog show. Anyway, but consistently I went up there, walked through it, and prophesied to walls. You are sheetrocked. You are framed in and sheetrocked. You are textured. You are painted. Floors, you are complete. Ceiling, you are done. And I want the vaulted ceiling. Heating and air, you are. So we didn't borrow any money to build the house, so we just build as we're going along. And that's just how we felt God wanted us to do this. So that's how we're doing it. And so when I'm declaring and decreeing, prophesying over my upstairs, pay, this, we're not going to borrow any money. So declaring and decreeing that the money is coming in to finish this. So here's my testimony, 4 minutes into this. So I moved in 2 years ago in October. I moved into the house from the milk barn. And we've been there 5 years in August. So I lived 3 years in the milk barn. Actually, I lived in my van for a while, from August to October. I slept in my van on a mattress. It was like camping, right? And I am not your camper. You will never, ever hear me say, let's go camping. Nah, I'm not your camper. I say, let's go to a hotel where I have a hot shower and breakfast fixed for me in the morning. But God gives us grace to embrace each season of our life. So here's my testimony. 3 weeks ago. So I share my vision with Lily, tell her what I'm doing. And we've been leaving the garage door cracked and the windows cracked up there, so it's cool in the morning, about 65, 70 up there. It's not 90. looked around, and she told me later, I didn't even know where to start. It's so bad. It's so bad. But she started, and she dug in. Then Nora went up there and helped her. I don't know if Emmy's ever went up there and helped her or not. And they have worked and worked. She got in 43 hours last week, which her dad drops her off at 7, and sometimes he doesn't get her to 7. Usually about 5 o'clock, I'm like, please clock out and go play with the horses or something. Because, anyway, I just have so much allotted to pay help, right? It is almost cleaned out. So that was step 1. We could not begin framing there was no space on the floor. We had so much stuff. That's where we do our shredded paper. That's where Tanya's strappy machine is. It weighs several hundred pounds that we run the leather through and strap for the leashes. I've just got extra hangers up there with clothes on it, and just I hit so in the back of my van, you can't see, but it's full of stuff I'm taking to the recycle today. And yes, there are things that you're going to have to, I don't like the word get rid of. Let's use the word sow into someone else's life, right? Things that you're going to have to sow because you're not using them. If you haven't used them in a year or two. Now, the skis, I think they're in the she shed. River actually did call, and I'm not getting rid of the skis because I love the water ski. And they're in the she shed, and he did call the other day and wanted to use them. I'm like, yeah, I bought them for you guys when you were kids. Excuse me, I'm the only one that skis in the family. Well, that's not true. Tanya and Kim, my sisters do, but Tim's side of the family doesn't. Anyway, fun. I love to ski. And we need to plan a boat trip. So I just love to kayak and swim. I love the water. I have to tell you, by the time I almost drowned in Whitewater in Branson, it wasn't funny. I was so embarrassed. I'm like, they could find me dead at the bottom of the wave pool, and I'm this great swimmer. Anyway, pride takes a hit. Seriously, it was one of the closest times I've ever come to death. So that's my praise report. So what's going on in my life, besides nursing 13 puppies around the clock, but praise God, Serenity. I'm using her every feeding, and so she feeds half of them. So Finny feeds half, and she feeds half at every feeding. So I'm doing 2 mommies per feeding, and it's going marvelous. They are just so round and healthy and fat and wonderful. Praise God. Makes my life easy when things are wonderful. Serenity's 4 are eating out of a bowl. They're 4 weeks old tomorrow. So, yeah, my life is good. I do have a couple of available Brindle girls that are ready to go because I had 8 female deposits, and I had so many people move around and change around that, yeah, I can't believe this, right? At 8 weeks old, these things happen. So I need to get pictures of them and get them posted on the front page of the website and on Facebook, and they'll be sold tomorrow. But I need to do that because I've got my California puppy nannies leaving Sunday, so I gotta get that done. So, praise God. I just wanted to give you a praise report, and I haven't been on here. I know. Just been a little 13 new puppies. Spent all day Thursday and Friday last week trying to get them here. So, praise God. Don't say what you have, say what you want. And I want my upstairs complete. I'll do a video for you. This camera is so good you can see every wrinkle. Not that I care. You know, I'm 60 next year. I don't care. I'm supposed to have a few wrinkles, right? I probably wouldn't be in, I should have done it before. You wouldn't believe how much better it looks. But praise God and bless my little Lily. She's been indispensable for me this summer. I'm thrilled with her and Nora, and talked to Emmy the other day. She's in Florida at the beach for a week and a half. I adore her, but she's great when she pops in and cleans my van and does stuff like that. But as far as being there every day, that's not who she is because of her family obligations, and she babysits her little brother who is 2 next month. So be blessed and speak to your world what you want, not what you have. We know what we have. That's not what we want. So be blessed. Reach out.